The city of Columbia has collected more than $7,000 for public records in the last year. It rolled out a new software to help them take in and process requests in an effort to be more transparent. In this ABC 17 News investigation, I took a look at how that's gone the last year and what that money gets used for. Last year, the city of Columbia tried to make open records requests for the public easier and make sure they were easier to track. It bought software from WebQA to process those requests.
You know, we really didn't have a good idea of what we were collecting in fees, sometimes how we were collecting those or where they were being deposited at.
Community Relations head Steve Sapp says each department had its own accounting when collecting money for those public records. The new software lets them see the number of requests and how much money is coming in. An open records request I made on that shows the city has collected $7,200 in the last year. But that's a low estimate since the list I got is missing hundreds of payments. It only accounts for payments made through the software. Many payments are still made in person. The police department, which receives the most record requests, still does not use the software to collect money, meaning SAP can't see how much money has been collected from them.
I think over the next year period that's when we'll look at migrating them over into the same payment system.
Why charge any fees at all for open records?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. You know, I think that you see some philosophies that say, hey, you know, everything should be open and there shouldn't be any fees for this. So, you know, we're moving towards that. It's just not quickly, but we're moving towards that.
SAP hopes to start a new page with more public records for people to view. A draft of that plan is in the works, and SAP hopes to have it ready by the fall. Now, money paid for public records goes into a department's Miscellaneous Fund. That means that department can spend the money on really anything that it wants. SAP says individual departments aren't making much money on the request, so he doesn't see a need to restrict the use at this point.